It's Friday, at last we're back at the weekend and we're not at a festival this week, so we're on our way up to the shed to go and get some jobs done on the Purple Turd. You'll be pleased to hear because everyone's been asking. But also meeting Dave from London to Turin, and we're going to give him a hand with something on his bus that he needs some welding and some fitments, so we're going to get that sorted as well. We're just getting the bus ready to move and we'll get on the road, so let's go. Go around quickly, make sure the lights are on. Hazards all the way around. Oh, what's happened there? What's happened there? So it's like, to look at that. Lights are on. Checking all those bits and bobs, make sure everything's done up. That's what we do. So while we're waiting for Nicole, who's here now, who's just dropped the van off in the car park for the weekend. It's been Phoebe's last day of year 6, so she's got her t-shirt. How was your leavers assembly?
Good.
What were you doing when you came out of school?
Crying.
Crying. But yeah, so the year 6 is done and off to secondary school in the summer, so she's very happy. Lots of good memories, yeah?
Yeah.
So our next favourite job is fuel. Now we've not filled up. Where have we been? We've been really all over, haven't we? So we've done Sheffield to Rotherham, Rotherham to Fan Life Fest at the Hull, Fan Life Fest back to Sheffield. Then we've dropped Nicole off at prom this week, which was probably another 15-mile round trip. Went to the chip shop in the bus, as you do. So we've done some serious mileage. So let's go and see how much this is going to come to. So this is where we have problems here. This is Morrison's at Hellaby, which is great for getting onto the M1 and the M180.
But sometimes they let us have fuel, sometimes.
Yeah, they don't like giving us fuel here. They want a fuel card. I don't use a fuel card.
Because we are not a business.
Because we're not VAT registered. And then you sit here, and they must know us by now. That it's the same guy every time.
Is that for somebody different every time?
Right, let's go. We'll have to go for a walk. Come on. HGV pump. It's not working. I don't have a fuel card. I'm paying on my phone. I'm paying on my phone. Alright, cheers. It's same time every time you come. Absolute joke. Make sure you check it out on Sunday. There you go, that's 3 more subscribers. Right then. He wanted bloody payment up front.
For what? When we don't know.
But I still not authorised it.
Of course it is. Yeah, but it's like-
Okay, let's go. Let's guess the amount.
I'm not going to let them show it, so you can see how...
Yeah, so right, what we want you to do is we want you to comment in the comments how much you think this bit will be. Now, it was 170 mile round trip to Van Life at the Hull. We've done a few trips to Sheffield, chip shop run, prom, yeah. We've probably done 250 mile, plus a little bit of generator. I reckon 120. Have a guess down below.
Could be, because I'm...
If someone gets it within £1, we'll do a deal, right? If someone gets it within £1, I will send you one of our new stickers that come next week that no one's got yet. I will pay for the postage and send you a sticker out if you get it within £1 of what it is. Yeah, they'll be the first person to get this sticker. Okay, okay. I was wrong.
Yeah. It's definitely not what you thought it was.
It's alright. Oh, I don't know, I don't know, I don't know. I don't know.
Wait, did you just see that?
Well, I'm definitely not getting a new sticker. But I wasn't far off.
Oh, no, you was not.
We're saying we've been to a festival. We've lived in it for 2 weeks, gone to prom, gone to the chip shop, done a water run as well. 127.22. I said, so £7.22 out. Show the people, Phoebe.
The people.
Not bad. Fuel's 136 in a minute, so that probably works out about right. Right, now we're going to pay the man with the phone that Phoebe's filming on and get up to the shed. So it's Saturday, we've got lots to do today. We've got obviously Dave up here fitting his new water tank. What I'm very impressed with that is American welder, which is obviously 110 volts. He's actually going to be powered off by the bus. He's not plugging in at all. He's using all his own electricity off his lithium batteries, and that's why when we do the Purple Turd, we've definitely got to run lithium and a big inverter. New water tank ready to go in. Dave's, I thought, was replacing it. He's actually just adding an extra one, so he's budging up his water tank that's currently underneath here, and then putting in this tank alongside it. So he's basically adding a lot more water capacity, which is great. I think we've got Bob coming up today to work on one of the lanterns in the other shed, and we're going to crack on removing some pipe work from the Purple Turd that needs to be removed, so we've got a nice canvas then to work on. So let's get to it. So the other thing that's also turned up is we've now got our solar panels for the Purple Turd, which is fantastic. I purchased these at 3 o'clock in the morning, and I didn't really look at the size of them. I know they fitted, but I just didn't gauge in my head how big they were. So when I got down to City Plumbing to pick them up, yeah, they're quite sizable. Now, good value for money. This has cost me less than 300 quid for all the panels, and it's just under 2.5 kilowatt of solar on that. Excuse the shutters because it is windy. So we've got 4 of these all ready to put onto for that. Obviously we need to get some scaffolding around the bus to be able to put them on. I don't fancy climbing, sliding these up and fitting these like we did with the other bit of the roof. So that's going to be a job for the next couple of weeks. We've just ordered some cabling and solar controller and bits and bobs. So over the next couple of weeks we'll start getting that fitted, which means we're actually putting stuff onto the bus at last.
I'm going to start taking the foam off these pipes so my dad can start cutting out the bits that we need.
Remember what the pipes were for, Phoebes?
No.
No. So 2 of them for the air, it's all aircon pipes, so it's all copper underneath, but I want it all out because it's obsolete now.
They've all got cable ties on.
They've got cable ties on, so what do we need to get off the cable ties? What tool could we use?
Pliers.
Pliers, yeah, some snips. I've got your bag there to put you for me. I'll go and find you some tools.
Thank you.
Oh, let's have a look, see what we've got lying around down here. That's Phoebe safe. Tell I've not been here for a bit. I need to sort this all out. Right, let's see what we can find and get her something.
So, I've took all of the cable ties off. So now I'm just going to use, what's this called?
Like some snips, aren't they?
Some snips, and I'm going to cut it so I can pull it off. I've already done half of it, so I can just, if it's, ooh. Well, that's a bit off.
That's it, that's good, yeah. So you get all that off and then we can then start chopping them out.
Yeah.
These are the sort of tools that I'd use for removing a window, traditionally, isn't it?
I would use these
So
tools.
Phoebe looks a very funny colour because she's got 2 spotlights on her, which obviously so she can see what she's doing. Let's go and see how Dave's getting on. Oh, he's under the bus. So Dave's just removing some of the bolts now to remove. Tank, spare water coming out of there. So it's 180 litre that tank that he's putting on. Phoebe's done a great job removing the foam from this side, so we're just going to make some cuts into the piping. Because there's bolts in parts of it that we can't get to the bolts because the cables are there. The piping's there, so we'll make some cuts and we can get to the piping to remove. So we have removed 2 here, but it took us a good 10 minutes to get to them. So get those goggles on and let's make some cuts.
And then we'll swap sides. So now we can
We've got an oil leak.
Oh, that's not good.
It's alright, put that there. That's why these bed cloths are going to some of the est oil. So just let that run out.
It'll probably be leftovers.
Yeah, obviously some came out of it, that's just oil, so we'll let that run out and then we can remove these pipes.
Yeah.
Oh, we've got a spider, Phoebe, look at this spider. Where is he? There, look. Mr. Spider.
Right, so I figured out what's holding this pipe up. It's literally one bracket. So if I get a torch, it's literally holding it up by like a screw and a bracket. So it's like... Oh.
What do we need to take it off? Is it a Phillips screwdriver or is it bolted?
It's a bolt.
A bolt, so you want the 10mm. Okay, I'll bring you 10mm around, you can start having a go at that because that will come off in one piece then.
Okay.
There you go. So we've now got on the torch power this side. Obviously the pipes here go around the back, around the corner. So Phoebe's now just going to get in.
I think I'm a bit too big for this.
Yeah, well I've fit in that gap before. And you're just going to get all the cable ties off on the back wall to get them off. Are you having a go as well, Poppy? Yeah. Okay, you go into the room with Phoebe.
Torch, Dad.
Okay, you have the torch in there.
Wait.
And I'll figure some more lights out so you've got some more room and light. Round 2. See how Dave's getting on. Backwards and forwards today. Okay, the next water tank is out. So we're literally doubling up. I guess that's what it looks like when it's been underneath a bus for a year or longer. Let's have a quick look underneath.
So, I'm going to take the frame
Off the piping, so we take them to the scrapyard. You got your gloves on, haven't you? Your gator grips. Oh, good job. And then there's a bin bag up there to put them into. After. I'll put my foot on that one then. You give it a pull. Good job. So Poppy, what have you got? It's the multi-tool. Try and get some of the cable ties off.
How do you do it?
Just flip the switch on. The red switch on the multi-tool.
Let me just get in.
Okay, you get in properly then. Which way are you going? You're going that way.
And what do I need to do?
Turn on that red switch
Yeah,
and then put it on the cable tie and the cable tie will cut.
but if I go through these,
You can't go for metal. Just do the plastic. See the plastic things underneath? So 2 hands on it. Turn it on.
but if I...
Go on then.
No, because it's touching.
That's fine.
Promise?
Promise.
No.
Like hair clippers. So take it off. Turn it on first. So turn on.
Come on, you can do it.
You can do it. You're fine. So turn the multi-tool on now.
No,
Push.
making too much noise.
It's not. You're fine. Quickly try it. Turn it on. And put it on. There you go, look. As easy as that. So Dave's just about to do a bit of welding and he hasn't got a helmet, so I'm just going to run in and get my Artec helmet for my welder. Ooh. Give that to Dave so he's got a bit of protection while he's welding. It'll be good to get outside for a bit and give it a charge on the solar panel. Ooh, let's go round. It's all going off here today. So the amazing thing is Dave's actually got his welder working off the bus electrics, which is always funny to watch. So he's going to go underneath there and he's going to put some new rods in for the support for the new water tank. So we're going to get the old tank back in. I think Poppy's going to give us a hand lifting it up.
How am I lifting it?
Very light.
It's very light. You're very strong, so you're going to be okay, aren't you? Right, let's have a look. This back in, Dave's just getting some screws on it, or some bolts even. Obviously this is the bit that we just shortened out to fit.
I can zip those in
Yep,
a bit.
nice and tight.
Yes, that's about as far forward as that's going to go.
Yep. I hate getting in this gap. Right, so the cabling is now separated, which is good. We've then got this cable in here. There, this comes out to there, keep that separate. So that's just a matter of getting these two out. Bit coming out to you. It's quite a big bit actually. I'm not having a bloody snooze. Okay, this is getting a bit more complicated than we first thought. Right, let's have a look at this one. Oh, that bit's, I think, coming. What's that bit? What's it? What's that bit? So we're just now stripping off. Oh, you've broken your gloves. Just stripping all the foam off the copper that's just come out so we can get that weighed in next week. We'll get it all sorted. Luna's come to give us a hand now as well, haven't you? Should have put some gloves on.
Do I do this?
Yeah, you can do that next bit there.
I'm not put gloves on.
You already got dirty hands, so go and wash your hands and put gloves on, yeah?
I get
You're going to get some. Good girl.
the blue. Since my dad welded the back up, we're going. This is a little bit what needs to go on, so we're just going to clean it up, and then I'm going to paint it.
Let's see how Dave's getting on part 3. So he's got his clamps in now for the second tank. We're just lining up the second tank to see if it'll fit onto the 2 new brackets which are here. Let's have a look. So Dave's just got his sender and we're just going to drill a hole into the top for the sender to go.
Right there.
Right there. It's good practice because we're going to put a sender onto the Purple Turd so we know what's in the water tank. 'Cause at the minute we don't have one on the green bus. We just run out of water. So all good and the learning day as always. Poppy!
The holes are big enough.
Yep, I'm good this side. So Chris from the bus shed has very kindly taken us to ASK. It's just on the outskirts of Leeds, so Dave can get some bits and bobs. But James has been telling me about this place, so absolutely young, so it'd be good to have a look round and see what's what. We're back at the shed. Hello, Poppy. We've got the pipes. Let's get piping in some of the bus. Poppy's just got a cup of hot water, boiling hot water for the pipes to loosen off. And that will then go on to Dave's freeway valve, for obviously splitting the tanks off for second tank, feed between the two, and obviously water supply to the main pump. So we've got the air vent hose in just here. Dave's just plumbing the second tank into this tank. So it's coming together nice and slowly. So Phoebe's just gone down to turn the hose pipe on. We're going to test fill some of the water into the tank to see if we've got any major leaks or if we're actually going to take water. Okay, we've got some water. So we've got a little bit of a leak coming from up here.
You do?
It's just a little trickle. Yeah, we've got a little bit of a dripple. Yeah.
Okay.
But it's filling up.
Okay.
We just need to tighten that leak. So we've readjusted the clamp up here. We know water's going into the first tank, but we need to make sure it's coming through to this second tank. So Phoebe's just going to turn on the water pressure again, and we shall have a look. Oh, she's filling, and we've got no leak here this time.
Okay.
That's perfect, Phoebe, thank you. So the water's now over the top of the loop, which is here from the first tank. We've just got a little drip going from this pipe that Dave's tightening up.
I can see water.
Is the water going into this tank here, Pops? Can you see it from the outside?
It should be. It's coming in.
Yeah.
It's weird. I loosened up the hose clamp and the
It stopped leaking.
Yeah.
How bizarre. So, we're back with the Purple Turd. Dave's pretty much sorted. He's got a slight flow issue between tank 1 and 2, which we'll sort. I'm absolutely filthy from all around on the floor. Obviously, on the Turd today, we've got all the aircon pipes out, all the excess from there. We've all got it all down here. We've sort of discussed where we're going to put washing machine, tumble dryer, and our electrical wall. I know it seems a bit premature, but on this side, we'll put the dryer and the washer, so it's on the pavement side when we're parked up, and then the electric side can go on the other side, so we don't need access to that every day. But there's a lot more room that side to get to it as well. So, and that's the way the electrics run when it was a tour bus. So we'll do it that way and get that sorted. As of next week, we will start looking at solar panels on the roof, get an electrical wall in and start running some cables down to the back.
And start thinking about power.
And we can start thinking about power, because this is going to have some unlimited power. Poppy's obviously done the rear heat shields for that gap, which I'll bolt in next week once it's dried. Do a bit of welding on the top, cover that up. I need to speak to Leighton about a bit of metal for there. Then we can put the grills back on the back and that's all done. And then it's actually back to being an old bus. Need to look at that glass panel as well. And Steve, my glass man, rang me on Friday and I didn't return his calls. I need to give him a ring on Monday to talk about taking out some windows. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. It's actually a video.
It's a slow, painful process, but we'll get there eventually.
It's nice to spend time with people that also live on buses, like Dave, and helping them, because how he's plumbed his water tanking today is good experience for how we need to plumb our water tanking, which I could really do with ordering and getting that in as well, because that's going inside the back.
Yeah, so we need
there.
to start thinking about the.
I think next
basics.
week, start emptying that out so we can physically see what we've got in there.
Before we start putting the internals in, we need to run wires for
Yeah.
all of our electric.
Which we didn't do on the other bus.
Solar.
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 Solar. Solar.
Water.
Yeah.
Everything, that sort of thing. So.
Yeah, so again, we'll leave it here.
We did it a bit backwards last
Did.
time.
We're learning from experience, I say. So don't forget to like and subscribe. Leave a comment below. As daft as they might be, yeehaw to whoever that is every time they leaves me a video.
We love it.
We love it. And we'll see you on the next one. Have a good one. Have a good week.